what you need to do to stay lean throughout the whole year. Point. No fucking bullshit, no fucking anything. The first thing, and probably the most important thing, as you think of, it's dieting. And I'm not talking about just a normal diet, I'm talking about setting a time for every single meal and eating only, for example, 2 or 3 meals, and having no snacks, no anything, no pre-workout meals or anything like that. Because like sometimes you just want to go and buy a banana, for example, and to just buy to say, it's because of the pre-workout, I need it for the pre-workout. Sometimes you even buy like some protein bar with 20 plus ingredients, and that are just bonus calories that you don't really need. Your body will digest them while the workout, and they can only make the workout worse. I can understand it if you skipped a whole meal and you get something little to have something in your stomach before training. But having once in a while inconsistent, whenever you want, little snacks and meals, that's not optimal, bro. Eat like the same amount of calories of or slightly more or less calories in like dinner and in lunch. You set a time, you eat at that time. For example, in school, you eat like something little for breakfast or having no breakfast at all. That's still good because you need to be fasting too. Having a little breakfast like some Greek yogurt plus a banana or something like that, something very little. And after that, if you train like 2 times, you go for the first training or you do some steps, and then you have like your lunch, which you should keep light because to don't have crash in like the middle of the day. You can eat some eggs with, for example, some little bit of meat and probably some cheese or something with little bit of carbohydrates with very little bit of rice, probably like 120 200 grams, or some potatoes, and you keep that light. After that, no pre-workouts meal, not anything. You straight go to the second training. And after that, you get home and your dinner should be the most like quantity. You should have the most food for dinner. And for dinner, you can get as much meat as you need, as much carbohydrates as you need. Get more carbohydrates because you're going to sleep anyways. Like, even if you get food coma, it's not gonna be that bad. Eat more meat, eat more carbohydrates, and just like eat more and go to sleep for a proper rest, and tomorrow you're ready to do it. In the beginning of the fasting, which is the second thing you need to do, you have to be very, very strict to yourself, because it's very easy sometimes to say, no, fasting is not for me, I'm gonna throw up, I don't feel good. You probably gonna feel very hungry in like the first 1-2 weeks if you skip the breakfast or have like your last meal at 8 and your first meal at 10 or 12. You're probably gonna be very hungry, but that should not stop you. And no matter what, you should keep up with the fast, because the fasting is a thing that kills the most cancer cells, and is the thing that just give your body a proper rest, because even when you're digesting, your muscles are not really recovering from it. Your muscles are still not having the proper recovery. The only real proper recovery is while you're sleeping, right? And the second best recovery is while you're fasting and you're awake. That's the two best times for your body to fully rest. When your stomach is empty and you're not doing any physical activity. And the third thing you need to do is, while we clean up the diet, right? The third thing is you need to get a 10 to 15,000 steps or have 1 to 2 hours of intensive cardio. What I mean by intensive cardio, go to like sign up to some sport that you like kickboxing, football, volleyball, no matter what it is. Because not everybody is passionate about going and having 10 to 15,000 steps. Then if you're not passionate about it, which I understand, go do some sport like 1 to 2 hours. Or if you can do both, having like a 10,000 steps plus doing a sport 1 to 2 hours, is gonna be the perfect thing. That's the perfect scenario that we are looking for, because that way you're gonna have a light cardio and intensive cardio. If that's possible, that's the best thing. And have 40 minutes to 1 hour weight training on calisthenics. You can build pretty damn good body with only 1 hour of weight training if you do it properly, if you really push to failure and you're not taking excuses, you're not going to talk like every rest between the sets, you're not going to talk to somebody and distract yourself. Of course, like with 2 to 3 hours in the gym, you can probably have the same results with 1 hour or 1 hour and a half max. But why waste so much time? Yeah, and your muscles gonna become more tensed and gonna become more slow when you rest for so long, for like 2 to 3 to 4 minutes. Your muscles gonna become very, very tight, and if you want to become professional athlete, or just don't be very tight like most of the bodybuilders, that's gonna be a very big problem for you. Plus, personally me, I feel worst when I rest that much. Probably, yeah, you will be able to push more weight, which I'm still not 100% sure, but believe me, your body will feel worse and you will have a lot of energy swings throughout the whole day if you're training like that, and not like 1 minute rest, 12 to 15 reps and all that stuff. You can be very shredded and very good looking only with 1 hour in the gym or in calisthenics. And about the diet, I said to you like what to eat, what you can eat to be like great and all of that. But really, the problem that most people have is they're eating too much carbs, man. Like carbs gonna make you feel slow, especially if you're eating them in the middle of the day. You're gonna feel like shit. And not only you're gonna feel like shit because you have energy swings and all of that, your body will just become more slowly and everything. So my advice is, as I said, fast as much as you can till as late as you can, plus in the day have very little bit of carbs, like max 20 to 40 grams of carbs, and on dinner you can have like 40-50, but for sure you should stay below 100 carbs, at least in my opinion. You should not have too much carbs, because too much carbs becomes like too much body fat, you know. Of course, having no carbs and being too lean will fuck up your energy and your testosterone, but having too much body fat percentage and eating too much carbs will do the same thing. So stay in the golden middle. That's the thing you should do. Eat mostly protein and fats. The fats are very important because they will give you the most energy. And eat carbs only at dinner before you go to sleep, because they will digest and in the next day you will have them in your muscles and your body will not digest them in the middle of the day. So play smart and you will become shredded and fucking good looking, man. I love you, man. Peace out.